That's what I do. I drink and I know things. One of those is true. It's your job to figure out which one. Hey guys, I'm Poochie. Glad to have you here. I have been selling on eBay for 27 years, sold on Amazon for 25 years, etc. I've been around a while, and this is the Road to 100K series. And what that is we're taking one eBay account that sells just clothing, mostly pre-owned clothing, to $100,000 in sales per year. So I'm going to show you how we did last week on the Road to 100K. I'm going to show you what we made, what we stuck in our profit after fees, and stuck in our pocket, not our profit, after fees, and also show you some of the things that sold, some things to look out for, some things to watch for. So let's get into it. So this week, sales were down. I mean, it's spring break time. You know, some people say you do great at tax time. None of my businesses have really done great at tax time that I've ever owned in like over 30 years of owning my own businesses. I'm not sure why that is. People get tax refunds, but a lot of people have to pay taxes, especially now with so many people being self-employed. You got to pay taxes March 15th, April 15th. So this time of year is historically kind of slow for me. Some people say it's a great time of year. I know one of my other businesses is doing great. But yeah, sales for me on this account anyway. My other account, actually, sales are up. My other eBay account that does hard goods, this one, however, is down. So let's look into this. 1341, sales are actually down 9%, which is that's about right because the views, the traffic on the store are really, really down. We had 49 items sold, 48 buyers. I was very happy that finally someone bought more than one item. No matter how many things I try to entice people to buy more item on eBay, it's always a challenge. So let's look at the numbers. Shall we? I'm going to have to move this over here so you guys can see it. Okay, there we go. Now you can see it. So we had 49 sales on eBay, which is a little bit down from last week. As you can see, let's just look at the week overall, okay? So we sold 69 things this week. Last week we sold 63. So we're having a little more in sales, even though on eBay the sales are down. Whatnot has been a vast wasteland for us. We are still trying Whatnot, but it has been horrendous. We haven't quite put our finger on the pulse of Whatnot yet. Maybe that's because we go a little back and forth between clothing and storage stuff. I'm not sure, but Whatnot is just, we're still going to keep trying it, but it is never, ever, ever a profitable scenario for us. Oh, and I just noticed, I actually forgot, hold on, $6 minus $6.59, $3.41 made on Whatnot. So I need to add that back into the total here. $3.41. Every penny counts. So I'm going to add $965.78. I'm going to add that $3.41 in. Okay. Brought us up a couple bucks in our total, guys. How funny is it that every week I forget something? I forget. It's like the ADD is prominent, y'all. I'm going to try to move myself. I can't really do that. So as you can see, last week, let's look at last week's total, and then I'll move my giant head down again. 63 items sold, 1846 is gross sales. 948 is what we pocketed last week. So this week we actually did better, which I'm very happy about. We had 69 sales, 1764. So our profits were down like $80. Not our profits, our gross sales. But because of other things, There we go. Our net profit was actually more, 969.19. Okay, so the goal, again, we're about at the $50,000 mark in profit for the year if we were to sell this much, which we've been pretty consistent lately. But the goal is to grow even in the slow months, like the summer slowdown, and now I'm having like the tax time slowdown, the spring slowdown. We want to grow, so we're staying about even, right? But the goal is to grow. We're down, like I said, 9% on eBay, so that's not good. Net profit on eBay was, well, first let's get into our average sales price. So on eBay, the average sales price includes postage. So average sales price, $25.35. We've had a lot of sales going on. We've been trying to get rid of a lot of the old stuff. So that will bring down the average sales price. We had a low cost of goods again this week, which, yay, we're still selling off some of the stuff that we bought in mystery boxes. I saw this week we had a lot of shoes that we bought in mystery boxes. I'm going to say, unless you have a lot of room, mystery boxes are just not a good idea to buy in general. You want to be able to pick out the inventory that you want to sell. Okay, you don't want to leave that to someone else. So it was fun. We experimented with it. I might do it again with jerseys because we really did good with jersey mystery lots. But the other stuff, we did good with a few of the items, but then the rest of it just took forever to sell. So maybe it is good if you do mystery lots. You can sell the higher, the faster selling items right away, and then just do whatever you have to do to get rid of the other stuff, even if it's at cost. I can see doing that. That would be a good idea. Auction them on eBay, have a markdown sale, do a garage sale, list them locally, maybe list them locally in a bundle. Those are all ways you can get rid of old inventory. We have been doing like garage sale, rummage sale things where it's $5 fill a bag, because we have a lot of stuff in our inventory that we would have donated otherwise, because it was just time to go. And this week we made $30 in our rummage sale. Last week was $110 because it was really nice weather. This week, not so much. So technically, road to 100K, we're down this week because the road to 100K is just eBay. So right now we're at 69,767, which is down from last week. So we're going to have to try to kick some butt on eBay. And to do that, I have right now a coupon and a blowout sale on some of the older items. Remember, you can go to our eBay store, Poochie's Pickers. You can also go to our website, Poochie's Pickers or PoochiesPack.com, either one. And shipping is free on all items, and we have make an offer. So that's exciting. We had no website sales this week, which, is kind of a bummer, but hey, we're still trying. We also had no Etsy sales this week, so Etsy has kind of been like, wah, wah, wah. Poshmark was really good this week. I was very impressed with Poshmark. But yeah, Etsy and whatnot are kind of in the same boat right now. We actually sold more on Depop than we did on Etsy, which surprised me. But anyway, let's get into some things that sold. Talk about that. Talk about what is going on, what we're trying to do. Oh, no. Back up. The goals. Improve inventory quality. We sourced at the bins. We sourced at, I'm not sure we sourced at the bins this week. Oh my God, we have totally dropped the ball this week. We had a lot of other stuff going on. In case you don't know, I own rental property. And so that's one of the things I've invested in with the money I've made in e-commerce over the years. So we had one property that is empty, completely empty, like trying to get rented. And we have another one that is, the tenants are moving out in like 2 weeks, I think. So it's been really, really crazy. So sometimes we kind of have to pull back on sourcing and do other work and other things. And also we've been selling a lot of 3D, hard goods. I call it 3D merchandise because it's not flat like clothes. Anyway, we've been selling a lot of that on our other account. So anyway, we have not been able to source. I don't think we improved inventory quality this week. I'm sorry. I don't think we sourced at the bins because, like I said, we were busy with the other stuff. We might have sourced at the bins on Monday. I'm going to take that back. I think we sourced at the bins last Monday. Make prices more competitive on Poshmark. Definitely we've been doing that. CrossList more inventory to the website. Yes, we have definitely been doing that. Next week's goals, I think I'm going to try to source better quality items, spend some time on that. And I don't know, the quarter and 50 cent day have been killing it for us. Let's get into the sales and I'll show you what I mean. Some of the stuff that sold. So these were old. We've had them forever. I think we paid like $4 for them and they sold for, I think they sold for $25. Timberland shoes. Betsy Johnson. Aren't these cute? They are so cute, but they took forever to sell. They have bling on them. Took forever to sell. I think they sold for $22. Here is Ralph Lauren. This is a flesh pony. So if you see that, if you see Ralph Lauren is hit and miss. I'm going to tell you first of all. Okay. It depends. The bigger sizes, as everyone says, tend to sell better, but not always. This is a flesh pony. So if you have the Ralph Lauren, usually they have like a yellow pony or a blue pony, depending on the color of the shirt, something that contrasts. But this is actually a flesh pony, and that means it actually looks like it's a little miniature, real dude on a real horse. So that is the keyword you want to use for that. This sold for $22.49. It's a ladies shirt. I got two of these, and I think I paid $4.50 each. It sold for $30. 511 Tactical, new with the tags. 511 Tactical is a great brand. Most stuff sells really well for us. And we make sure, you got to make sure, anybody can say, oh, this sells great for us. This sells great for us. But you got to make sure your buy price is right. So these, like I said, I think we paid $4.50 a piece. And the buy price was right. This is a shirt I paid probably $1 or $2 for. Really did not know what was up with this. It's a 90s t-shirt. You see, it's Big Ned 1994. I think the artist is Big Ned. Big Ned. Way to go, man. This sold for, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Keith Haring art. In a way, or Jean-Michel Basquiat, kind of that, I don't know, graffiti kind of look, but it's really cool, and it sold for $26.99. This I literally paid a quarter for. No. Take that back. 50 cents. I paid 50 cents for this. That is usually the only time, either at the bins or quarter or 50 cent day, that I get Nautica or Izod items. So it sold for $20. I just like the stripes. I thought it was cool. This one, again, I think was a 25 cent or a 50 cent item. Betsy picked this up. This is the brand, guys. I never buy this brand. One of the first things I cut out of our store was Old Navy. I was like, no more Old Navy. No more Walmart brands like George, Time and True. No more Old Navy. But here's the deal. We bought this recently because Betsy said, hey, these sell. It's a denim dress. Women love these. So she talks about stacking factors a lot. And she learned that from Kaylee Elaine, who was another YouTuber that sells on eBay and Poshmark, and I think Whatnot too. Maybe she probably actually sells stuff on Whatnot, unlike us. But just because something is not a good brand doesn't mean it's not going to sell. So this was a denim dress. It was sleeveless. It had other factors besides the brand. So Betsy stacked the factors and thought, okay, we're going to buy this. I'm going to explain to Poochie so she doesn't kill me that I'm buying this Old Navy because I've stacked factors, right? She did it. It worked out. Sold very quickly. Good job, Betsy. Don't always just look at brands because other stuff matters too. This is a Nike pullover golf sweater. I paid 50 cents for this. Bam! Sold for full price of $23.74. Actually, I think there was a $4 coupon, so it sold for $19.74. This is just a really cool Alaska. Drea is from Alaska, and I've noticed that Alaska stuff sells pretty well usually. Alaska and Hawaii. So this is just an embroidered older Alaska flag like sweatshirt. Sold for $27.07. These we got at the bins. I just thought they were cool. They are Adidas. Now look here. They're Ida. They're not even Adidas anymore. They're Ida. So I just thought they were really cool, and they sold for, I think they sold for like $15. I like to look for stuff that's perfect and in really great shape, but if it's a cool item like that, like I like the color block style that it had on it for the pockets, I'll buy it if it's cheap enough. Patagonia, this is another thing we got at the bins. I got this. It cost probably 50 cents. I got it from a bin that everybody had already gone through. And I mean, it's not a high dollar item or anything, but I sold it for $17.14, and it's a bin, like I said, that everyone in the place had already been through, and they were about to actually take it back. So I just pulled it out and was like, hey, you guys missed this. Kahala shorts, another bin item. I got these because they were cool. They're khaki, and from Hawaii, baby. Shaka. Love to buy Hawaiian products from companies that are in Hawaii. My best friend was born in Hawaii and grew up there, so it's kind of in memory of Stacy. I like to buy the Hawaiian stuff. English laundry shirt. The picture is bad. We should have like sprayed something on it or pressed it out to make it look better. But I just thought it was really cool. It's got kind of a weird geometric design. It has the Union Jack flag. It's just kind of a funky shirt. Sold for $17. Did take a while to sell. Okay, so not everything Lucky Brand is great. These shoes did not sell for $22.15 or $55. I think they sold for $18.55 each. Lucky Brand shoes. This is from one of the old mystery boxes that we got. And you know, we got it in and we're like, oh, Lucky Brand shoes. Oh my God, Lucky Brand shoes. Don't get that excited over Lucky Brand shoes. This is a master shirt. Master stuff really does well. Usually. This one sold for, I think, $25. It's just got the little Masters logo, and it has the 1934-2018 champions on the back. I mean, nothing big, just, a t-shirt. I think it sold for $25. This is cool. Guys, this is so cool. Betsy got this, I think, for... God, I think it was... I don't remember. I think we paid a couple bucks for this, literally. This is a par 4 sweater. The thing that's so cool about this is it's got... we call this style color block, right? Because it's big blocks of color all around it. Now, look at the design. If you can see... Hold on. I'm going to try to zoom in here. These are like golf balls. I can't really zoom in on that picture. Oh, here we go. Yeah, these are golf balls on little tees, right? Little different color tees, right? And this is just a golf bag with golf clubs in it sideways. And you can see it there on the shirt. Such a cool shirt. Such a cool shirt. Sold that for $24.49, I believe. But literally, we only paid a couple bucks for it, so... This one took a while to sell. I think we sold this for $20. Chelsea DeBoer by Lily and Lottie sweater. Okay. there you see the tag that sold for $23.74. Reba, we've had this for a long time. Now I'm going to tell you something. It seems to me that when TV shows are on, that these people are on, okay, the items start selling more. Okay, you get more watchers, you get more views, you get more people wanting their merchandise. So Reba McEntire is on The Voice, which we're watching the season right now. And The Voice has actually turned me from a meh Reba McEntire fan to a huge Reba McEntire fan. Absolutely love her. So this sold for, I think, $25, which surprised me. I don't know why we had it so priced so high, but we must have priced it a long, long time ago, but it sold. This one, okay, here's the deal on this one. This is going to the home that it's meant to be in, because the person who bought it for their son's birthday. Their son's a huge Tom Brady fan, which I'm very happy it's going to a good home. But we sold this, we had it returned, I think, twice, which is highly unusual for us. The first time because someone listed it as an adult size, and it got to the person and they were like, this is not an extra large. So they sent it back, but this sold for $25. I'm happy it's going to a new home. You may or may not know there is no more Fort Bragg. So we are in Fayetteville, North Carolina area, and now it is Fort Liberty. So these Fort Bragg, things with Fort Bragg on them are not going to be around anymore. It's going to be Fort Liberty on everything, so kind of a collectible item. So this is Fort Bragg Harley, but the reason why I put this hadn't sold, finally sold it for $20, because I put this, rather than having this be the main image, I made this the main image, so people can see that the skull is a flag and it's a military fort. So it sold pretty quickly after I changed that main photo on the eBay listing. This one sold for, I think it sold for $18. This is just a Magellan moisture wicking. Oh, everybody loves that word moist or moisture, right? It's cool though, because this has the fish going down the sleeve. Oh yeah, the fish is going down the sleeve, and then he's about to bite on that little thing, so you're going to catch that fish. So that's obviously a fishing shirt. Izod, like I said, this picture's horrible. eBay, work on that background remover. My gosh. So, like I said, I don't buy Izod unless it's 25 or 50 cents. This is definitely a 50 center probably, or 25 center. It sold for $24.99, which I'm very happy about. This one did not sell for that much, but it sold quick. Sold for $15, I think, 15 or 16, and I was totally happy to sell it for that. It's 501 tactical, but it does have this Atlas Copco big hit embroidered logo on the front there, so I was happy. This was, again, probably a 50-cent item or a 25-cent item. Ralph Lauren, probably paid a few bucks for this. The most we ever really pay for Ralph Lauren is $5. So again, this has the flesh pony, and sold for $23.74. This Gramacore, remember that Gramacore. This is a Gramacore nightgown. Grandmacore. This keyword right here sells pretty good for us. This sold for full price of $24.99. This, oh, and by the way, that Gramacore, that's a Goodwill bins find. So probably cost us 50 cents. Adidas shirt, 3XLT, which means it's a great size. Again, this is probably a bins item or a 25 or 50 cent item, since I don't pay full price on Adidas, even if it's a big size or a tall size. So that sold for $22.55. Ralph Lauren, are you ready? We find these for a quarter. I think all the Ralph Lauren pants that we have on now, we never pay a full price for them. I don't think we found any at the bins. maybe, but literally, I think all of the Ralph Lauren pants we've found and have on now, we've found for a quarter at one of our local thrift stores. They have quarter days. It's awesome. It's awesome when you can find Ralph Lauren for a quarter, right? So these sold for $28.49. This is another example of, I mean, it didn't sell for that much, but I think she probably paid maybe 50 cents. Maybe it was at the bins. Literally, this is not something that we would pay full price for. So the things we don't pay full price, what I mean is like we go to the Goodwill, we end up paying $4.50 with tax, right? Because everything's like $4.19 plus tax, or if it's a heavier item or a jacket, we pay $5.19 plus tax, I think. But we don't pay. These are not the items that we buy from the Goodwill full price, because when we do that, we stick to brands. Okay, we don't do the stacking factors. Usually, we stick to really good selling brands. So this would have been probably at the bins or at 25 or 50 cent day. That sold for $17.14. I will take any day something that I pay 50 cents for that's going to sell for $17.14. Yes, please give me those. Brooks Brothers. I got this at Fill-A-Bag. So it probably cost $1 or $2. It was sold for $23.74. It sold very, very quickly too. I love the colors of the plaid. Some colors are going to be more desirable than others. I like to pick up the bright kind of bold colors. I think a lot of other people like that too. Some people say those are in style right now. I don't know. I don't know what's in style, but I know what I like to buy and what I like to sell, and it's shirts like this. This is a horrible picture. I think one of our people did this. It's just horrible. When you have something that is the exact same color basically as your background, you want to figure something else out. But this sold really quick. I'm very happy it sold really quick, so I didn't have to be bugged by how bad the picture was. But it was new with tag. This was at Fill-A-Bag also, so we probably paid literally probably $1, maybe $2 for this, and it sold for I think it sold for 35, 33, somewhere around there. These, guys, this is my favorite buy, literally, in a long time. I've seen these at the thrift store that does quarter day. I've seen them, and I've gone, those are some really funky, cool pants, right? And I've left them. I'm like, I'm going to wait. And a couple weeks ago, it was they were 75% off. And I was like, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait, right? And then quarter day, there they were. These are Smokin' Joe's pants. Look, that's the brand. Look at the pinstriping on these. Oh my God, you guys. I was in love with these pants. I have no idea why. I just thought they were the coolest thing. They reminded me of, I don't even know what to say, like the old swing dancing, that people used to do the cool swing dancing. Like, I loved them. They sold for $25. I was very happy with that. Very happy with that. These, again, not all brands are great in shoes. We've had these forever. They are Free People. They were originally, I think, $29.99, went down to like $24.99, went down to $23.74, and then we're having a huge 40% off sale. So it was time for these to go. And they did for $14.24. The good news is we only paid $4 for them. Let's get into Poshmark. We had a good week on Poshmark, right? Let's see where we are. Ariat. Now, a lot of people pronounce these different ways. I learned from watching a YouTube video recently that they're actually named after Secretariat. So Ariat is how you pronounce it. Good knowledge, right? $29 these sold for. These are a pair that I found in a video I think we just uploaded on the Poochie's Pickers, because I just went around. We were done thrifting and I went around the end of an aisle and I was like, oh, area jeans right on the end. Yes. So we paid literally $4.50 for those. They sold for $29. These, this is a find that Drea got. I think she got these for $1.99 on sale from one of our local thrift stores here, and they sold really quickly for $30. Yay! They're cute, right? So finally a pair of shoes that sold well. Yay! Travis Matthew, this is a great brand to get. This sold for $18. We also had it on eBay. It didn't sell on eBay. I think there's a lot of like Travis Matthew, like people find out the new good brand, sellers do, and they're like, oh yeah, Travis Matthew. And then it kind of floods the market. So the sell-through rate declines, the prices go down. But sold it on Poshmark with no problem, sold it quickly. We don't find a lot of Travis Matthew here, unfortunately. Peter Millar, same thing. We don't find a lot of Peter Millar here, but when we do, it sells pretty quick. This is a Peter Millar Summer Comfort. A lot of people say that's the brand that you want to look for, that sells best for Peter Millar, or at least sells most consistently. Sold it for $18. Paid for those two, probably paid $4.50. So I'm happy with selling them for $18. This one, Tommy Bahama, I think we probably paid $4.50 for this one too, and it sold for $20. I just thought it was cool. A lot of people only go after the Tommy Bahama wild, crazy stuff, but this was 2XL, and I love the brands that just everything kind of matches, you know. Their brand is very important to them, so they have like the the fish, whatever that is, sailfish, I don't know, on everything. So we probably paid $4.50 for that. These, I think I got from a wholesaler for $3. So Athleta leggings. Athleta is a good brand to look out for. That is what the tag looks like. And these sold very quickly. Lucky Brand. Here's another brand we do pretty well with. It depends on what you get, how much it's going to sell for. Some people are like, oh, we only do Lucky Brand jeans. But we get a lot of Lucky Brand tops and sell a lot of Lucky Brand tops. We actually sold several this week. This one sold for $21. This is what the tag looks like. And this is a small petite that still sold for $21 and sold, I think, pretty quickly. This, I love picking up these old satin jackets. Oh my God, I love them. I sold one, I think, last week that was the towing one with the tow truck on the back, and it had the name Margaret stitched in it. I love finding weird stuff like that. It makes me so happy. This one is just a normal, but it was 3XL. We had it for a little while. I paid like $5 for it, and it sold for $35. This is a Depop sale. Okay, we sold 3 things on Depop, which I'm very happy with. I think we sold a South Pool t-shirt. I'm not sure. Some brands that we look out for stuff to sell on Depop because it's younger people. South Pole, Echo Unlimited, Affliction. Those are brands that do all the Y2K style stuff. Does really good on Depop. But also Ralph Lauren sold it for $28.99, and it looks like it has a flesh pony too. So hey, flesh ponies are selling, y'all. How about that? I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, that's what I do. I drink and I know things. One of those is true. It's your job to figure out which one. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helped. I hope seeing some of the brands that sell well for us and some that I would avoid helps. As always, remember to try to buy low, sell high. subscribe to the channel and check out our Poochie's Pickers channel, because that is where we actually post the thrifting videos, where we're going to the bins and we're going to the Goodwill and we're going to the Salvation Army and we're going to help the orphans, which is a local thrift store here. So those are the ones where you will find all the thrifting videos and the thrift haul videos, which are what we got and how much we think we're going to make. I'm going to say that eBay is still a viable platform to sell on, and eBay is still a viable way to make an income, whether a part-time income or a full-time income. I stopped selling on eBay for several years because I focused on Amazon. But now that I have retired from Amazon, I'm gaining more of an appreciation for selling on eBay and other platforms, and my own website, Poochie's Pickers, poochiespack.com. Please go and enjoy the free shipping on all of the items. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next week, and hopefully I will have more sales for you. We're going to give Whatnot another push and try to sell some stuff on Whatnot, and also we're going to try to bring up our eBay sales. So that's the goal. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, as always.